The mysterious disappearance of room 401, uncovering a ghost story. The Grand Hollow Hotel had stood for over a century, a towering relic of the past, with its dimly lit corridors and antique wallpaper curling at the edges. It was a place of quiet whispers and forgotten secrets, none more unsettling than the mystery of room 401. No one could book it. The elevator skipped past the 4th floor, and the hotel's layout made it seem as though room 401 had never existed. But old records told a different story, one the staff refused to discuss. When Daniel Graves, a freelance journalist obsessed with the paranormal, arrived at Grand Hollow, he came with one goal: to uncover the truth. The rumors fascinated him. Some guests swore they had seen a door where none should be. Others had heard faint knocking or muffled voices in the dead of night. Yet, anytime someone tried to investigate, the staff would redirect them, change the subject, or insist it was just an old ghost tale. Daniel wasn't so easily discouraged. Armed with a flashlight, camera, and digital recorder, he waited until 2 a.m., the hour when, according to legend, room 401 would reveal itself. He stood in the dim hallway, the faded carpet whispering under his shoes as he counted the doors. 398, 399, 400. Then, an impossible gap in the wall, a space just wide enough for a doorframe. He blinked, and suddenly there it was, room 401. The tarnished brass numbers gleamed in the low light. A dull, oppressive chill seeped into the air. Daniel's pulse quickened as he reached out, fingers trembling, and touched the doorknob. The door creaked open on its own. Inside, the room was perfectly preserved, as if someone had been living there just yesterday. The bed was neatly made, the wooden desk layered in dust, and the air held a faint scent of lavender and decay. Daniel stepped inside cautiously. He raised his camera, snapping a picture. But when he checked the display, the image showed an empty, rotting shell of a room, peeling wallpaper, a shattered mirror, a bed collapsed in on itself from age. A sharp knock made him spin around. The door had closed. The lights flickered, casting deep shadows along the walls. A soft voice whispered behind him, so close it sent an icy breath against his ear. "Why did you come?" Daniel turned, heart pounding. A woman stood in the corner. Her dress was old-fashioned, stained and torn, her hair hanging in damp strands around her pale face. Her eyes were sunken, hollow, yet filled with something desperate. Daniel staggered back, slamming against the locked door. Who are you?" The woman tilted her head, her expression unreadable. "You shouldn't be here." The light overhead buzzed violently, casting the room into total darkness. Then came the footsteps, slow, deliberate, moving closer. Daniel fumbled for his phone, for his flashlight, anything, but his fingers found nothing but cold, empty air. The last thing he heard before everything went silent was a soft, echoing whisper. "Now you're part of the story, too." When the hotel staff checked the hallway the next morning, room 401 was gone again, as if it had never been there. And so was Daniel Graves.